What moves you moves here too.
This time I ask that you please clear the competition pool, athletes. Warm-up is now closing. Thank you. Good morning, Greensboro, North Carolina. Welcome back, day number 4 of our 2026 National YMCA Swimming Championship meet. At this time, if you are able, I ask that everybody please rise to their feet as this morning's reflection will be presented by a junior from Lewis, Delaware in the Sussex Family YMCA. Later on, she's going to be swimming the 50 free and then be part of the 400 medley relay. Please welcome Mia Jowdy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to keep this short because I know all of you want to swim, and that's like the main reason you're here. So I'll start by saying it's become sort of a cliche to say that sports, and swimming especially, teach you resilience. We hear it all the time, and it can feel overused. Now, I didn't fully understand that until last year, when 10 days before this very meet, I broke my foot. Now, in that moment, everything I had been training for felt like it had disappeared in the thin air. But what stuck with me wasn't the disappointment. It was my team. I had relay teammates counting on me, teammates who had earned their place just as much as I had. And I realized that resilience isn't always about big comebacks or perfect performances. Sometimes it's just about showing up, even when things aren't ideal. So I swam with a broken foot, not because it was ideal, but because being part of something bigger than myself mattered more. Now granted, I did swim really badly, but that just comes with it. So as we head into this session and the rest of this meet, I hope that all of you get a chance to define what resilience means for you. Whether it's pushing through a tough race, supporting a teammate, or simply stepping up when it counts. Congrats to all of you on making it here. Good luck and have an amazing day of swimming. Thank you.
Awesome, Mia. Thank you. Appreciate that. An amazing day is before us. And right now, we will remain standing. And gentlemen, please remove your hats. Veterans, you may salute as we honor the United States of America and those that serve to protect our freedoms. This morning, our national anthem will be presented from a couple of athletes from East Hampton, Long Island, and their YMCA, Lizzie Daniels and Vanessa Rizzo. Wow, thank you, Mia. Thank you, Lizzie, and thank you, Vanessa. And may I have your attention, please? Each year, we will take some time at this meet to have a moment of remembrance. This year, we have lost several of our YMCA community members. And we remember the people we have lost who were part of our YMCA swimming community. Carrie Heilman, he's an associate professor of marketing, University of Virginia, a swim parent and volunteer. Charlottesville, Virginia, her sons Matthew and Thomas participated for years on the Piedmont swim team. Human Hips, Alamance County Community YMCA from Gibsonville, North Carolina. Dr. Bill Hawk, Jr. is a swimming official, high school, college, YMCA, USA Paralympics, and Olympic trials from Oxford, Ohio. Adrian Kovacs, Sussex County YMCA swimmer, Vernon, New Jersey. Hannah Merlucci, former coach and swimmer, Lakeland Hills YMCA, Canellen, New Jersey. And Tim Quill, the fourth, is a head swimming coach at Southern Connecticut State University. Also coached the Cheshire YMCA from 1990 to 1999, Woodbridge, Connecticut. May our memories of each of these individuals motivate us to live our lives with a spirit of giving and thankfulness. May they rest in peace. Thank you. This time I'm going to turn the microphone over to one of our deck referees, Mr. Eddie Hughes, as he will introduce and present our Conrad Carroll Award for officiating.
Good morning, Greensboro. It is my honor and privilege each year for the last 8 years to announce the Connie Carroll Award, which is an award for excellence in officiating. One of the things that our committee looks for is a person who is really dedicated to the swimmers and making sure they get the best race and swimming race that they possibly can. This year's winner of the Connie Carroll Award is Terry Shannon from Cincinnati, Ohio. That is Terry's greatest achievement. She wants to make sure, and has for many years, that she has given the swimmer his or her best time in their event. All officials are greatly appreciated. We have the wet side and we have the dry side. Terry is predominantly known for her work on the dry side as an administrative official. This year, Terry has won the award as the Connie Carroll Award winner. Connie Carroll was an official who did everything. He was a janitor. He was an official. He was an administrative official. He did it all. Terry is following in his footsteps. Gives me great honor to present Terry Shannon as our 2026 Connie Carroll Award winner.
Thank you, everyone. I am very humbled and honored to accept this, and I appreciate this. Meredith had a shirt on the other day that said this: The right place is this place, and that's how I feel. We're all where we need to be. So enjoy, swimmers. I hope you have the best races today that you can have. Thank you again.
Once again, Terry Shannon from Cincinnati, Ohio. She's in the back office over here, making sure everything comes in, gets out correctly. Tremendous amount of years of service. If you are wearing a purple shirt and you're on deck and you're not with Yoda, all right, purple shirts, your officials, I'd ask you to please step up to the edge of the pool. All of our officials, please stand up, step up to the side of the pool. And I want our athletes and our swim fans to give them a big round of applause. There they are, athletes, swim officials, there they are. They're volunteering their time this week and throughout the years to support our athletes in our YMCA tradition. Thank you, officials. Much appreciated, all the work that you're doing this week. And congratulations again to Terry from Cincinnati, Ohio, our 2026 Connie Carroll Award winner. We need a coach from Twin Pike YMCA to the administration room, please. Twin Pike to the admin room, please. Thank you. 1 minute, 1 minute. You ready? Here we go. Men's 200-yard individual medley, your championship record. Thomas Heilman set last year 144.34. Piedmont, Virginia, your national record 141.26, also held by Thomas. 10 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. And over on the women's side, your championship and national record for the women's 200-yard individual medley held by Megan Small. Set in 2015, 154.25. 10 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. Heat number 1 in the water for the women and the men this morning. Both sides have 10 heats. Look like Dave Devisa out there for Yoda. And over on the women's side, pretty tight there. Devisa from Yoda, your leader here on the men's side in heat number 1. Riley Dolan leading on the women's side right now. Riley from Upper Mainline, Gabe from YMCA, the Triangle. Pretty good swim right here for Gabe. Yeah. Starting the morning off with a 154.33 for Gabe. Two in for the guys, and on the women's side, we'll be finishing up our heat 1. Women's 2 IM, Riley Dolan. We're off to a good start with Riley. She goes 209.77, great swim. Heat 2 in the water for the women, 10 heats in total. What did it take last year to get back on the men's side? A 150.18 got you late in the championship final, 152.08 into the B final last year, and 153.01 into that C final. And over on the women's side, you need to go 204.93 last year to get into the A final. You need to B final 206.57, and to get a lane in the C final, you were 207.74. Colton, Shane Keogh, 28.61 right there for Shane. Another Yoda athlete, leading the way here in heat number 2, in the men's 2IM. And 5 on the women's side at Sang. Keogh, good swim at 156.26. Heat number 3, 10 in the water for the men. And on the women's side, number 2 finishing up. Owen Kulati, the men leading the way, and finishing up on the women's side. That'll be Sang from Lincoln Hills, going 208.71. Jessica Sang. And heat number 3 of 10 in the water for the women. Top time so far, Jessica Sang from Lakeland Hills. On the men's side, heat number 3 of 10 over the breaststroke. They're in lane number 1, Avery Mitchum from Greensboro. Down here comes Lucas Fontana from the Wilton Wahoos. Fontana, your leader, 127.58. That's your fastest split. I'm sorry, Gabe Devisa was a bit faster than that. He was 154.33 overall. And he is your leader on the deck. And still have Avery Mitchum up there, and it will be Mitchum going 27.26, 155.00 for Avery Mitchum. Number 4 in the water for the men. Always great to see a almost sold out crowd here at the GAC for our YMCA National Swimming Championships. Athletes doing a great job along with their coaches and the officials. Thank you, spectators, for taking the time to be here and support all of our athletes. The women's Heat 3 will be finishing up here momentarily. Very tight race in the center of the pool right now on the women's side. And it will be Corby. She goes 209.69, Julia Corby from Upper Palmetto. And heat number 4 in the water for the women, 10 heats in total. Top time so far on the women's side, Jessica Sang, 208.71. And on the men's side, it's Gabe Devisa, 154.33 out of heat number 1. Lee Johnson leading after the fly on the women's course, and finishing up on the men's side. That'll be Davidson for Piedmont going 154.05. Your new leader on the deck. The guy's side, this is heat number 5 of 10 in the water. Top time so far, Chase Davidson out of the previous heat, Piedmont, 154.05. That's unofficial until we have the results in, but he's leading right now. Over on the women's course, very tight there between Suter, Johnson, and Carlson. Now scored out first with Wizenko, our early leader. Michael Wizenko from the YMCA of the Jersey Shore. Andrea Carlson on the women's side from Countryside, Ohio. And 27.72 on the back for Wizenko. 51.68 halfway through. Swim right there for Sutter, 209.29. Will Lancaster on the guy's side going splitting 31 on that breaststroke. Really good. Zenko trying to hold off Zeal. Down here at 8 Page swimming well. And it will be with Zenko 152.86. That's your new top time. Six in for the guys. 152.86 your time to beat Michael Wizenko from Jersey Shore. Why? I'm told that's YMCA's region now from Cape May all the way up to Sandy Hook. Women's side, your top time 208.71. Jessica Sang so far as we work our way through the heats. Heat number 5 in the water for the women. Pretty tight here on the guys, halfway through. Parsons and Brooks up on the women's side in lane number 8. Pretty good swim going on for Annie Shearer from Piedmont. Time to beat 208.71 is a very good split right there. 36.95. We'll see what Ann can do here on the finish. And she looks like she will be 207.09. That's your new lead time on the deck. Number 6 in for the women, And finishing up on the guys' side, it will be Ruffer, Greater Somerset County, Max Ruffer, great swimmer, 154.22. Six in the water for the women. Top time in Shira, 207.09 so far. Top time on the guys' side, Michael Wizenko, 152.86. Heat 7 in the water for the guys. Final heat before our 3 circle-seated heats. The men's 200-yard individual medley. On the women's side, it's like Meyer out there for Piedmont. Also in lane number 8, we've got Grace Hunt on the breaststroke. Grace, one of our best breaststrokers in the beat on the women's side. She's now your leader, 135.49. Will Hunt be able to hold off Meyer? And over on the guys' side, Servino, your leader. And here's Grace Hunt going 31-32, coming home. 206.81 on the women's side. That is your new top time. Future UGA Bulldog. Number 8 of 10. First of our 3 circle-seated heats for the men's 200-yard individual medley. Your top time so far, Michael Wizenko, 152.86. Coming to the center of the pool, Kenneth McLaughlin, 18th last year. Second in the 2 back, 18th in the 4am this week. Domingo Gotti's in lane number 5. Third in the 100 back this week. It'll be a Tufts Jumbo. Also on lane number 3, William Reese, especially on this leg, as William Reese won our 200 breast the other night, won the 4IM. He's in lane number 3. Over on the women's side, heat number 7 of 10. Final heat before our circle-seated heat. Top time 206.81, Grace Hunt out of the previous heat. Also down here, look at Yoda. That's Ryan Sutherland. He'll be off to be a Seahawk at UNCW in the fall for Ryan Sutherland, 7th in the 200 breast this week. Sutherland D-finaled in this event in 23. And here we go, Ryan Sutherland, a great swim right there. From Yoda, he goes 149.31. The be finishing up on the women's side, heat number 7 of 10. On the men's side, second of our 3 circle-seated heats. Heat number 9 and 10 in the water. Roman Torres, center of the pool, 8th last year, West Virginia University commit, 2nd in the 100 fly, and 8th in the 100 back this week. Evan Van Velzer, 6th in the 2 back, and 12th in the 100 back from the Wilt Waiwahoos, who's in 5. Emma Price, 205.32. And over on the women's side, that was Emma Price, Jersey Shore. New top time at 205.32. Heat number 8 of 10 on the women's side. First of our 3 circle-seated heats in the water. Center of the pool, Claire Pilger, 4th last year, University of Iowa commit. Next to her, Sam Nauman, 28th last year, 7th in the 100 back. 5th in the 200 back so far this week. Roman Torres, you're on the guys' side. Time to beat 149.31 on the guys' side, 205.32 on the women's side. Ryan Sutherland on the guys' side, Emma Price on the women's side. All right, here comes Roman Price. Once again, time to beat 149.31. And it's swim for Roman Torres. Wow, 149.55, your second fastest time so far. On the men's side, final heat, heat number 10 of 10, third of our 3 circle-seated heats in the water. Your top seed, center of the pool, Maddox Turnus, future UGA Bulldog, 3rd in the 200 press, 2nd in the 200 free, 6th in this event last year. He's in lane 4. Next to him, James Sorensen. He was 4th in the 100 back. And we'll be finishing up on the women's side. Once again, your time to beat 205. And it was very close over there between Pilger and Nauman, but it'll be Nauman at 204.13. Those are your 2 fastest times on the women's side. In the water right now, heat number 9 and 10 for the women. Second of our 3 circle-seated heats. Claire Burns, center of the pool, 3rd last year, 2nd in the 4 IM, 4th in the 2 breast. She's in 4, Serena Dickey. She'll be part of the fight in the Illini coming up this fall. She was 2nd in the 100 fly and 5th in the 4 IM this week. They are in the center of the pool. Your time to beat on the women's side, 204.13. Sam Nauman. Time to beat on the guys' side, Ryan Sutherland from Yoda, 149.31. Maddox Turnus, I mentioned, future UGA Bulldog. And Turnus probably comes in 666 on that last 50 at a 150.28. We'll have those results out here momentarily. Dickey, your leader so far on the women's side. Need a coach from Pal Crosley to the time trial table. Coach from Pal Crosley to the time trial table, please. Thank you. Next up, men's 50-yard freestyle. Your championship record, 1948. Set 2023, Brendan Whitfield from Lynchburg. The national record is held by Thomas Heilman, 1924. Set in 2023, he's from Piedmont. 24 heats in total. This will be heat number 1. Mr. Referee. Finishing up on the women's side, 2:02.42 for Serena Dickey. That's your fastest time so far for the women. Malvin Carr. 22-18. Bowen Toomey from Boise in the water. Bowen has a seed time, 1:27.59. In your final heat for the women in the water. And we've got Bowen Toomey. Can he get there? Let's go. All right, great job, Bowen. Side, Sir Jack, your leader, followed by Petrakis. Sir Jack, we know, won the 200 press. Petrakis going off to Boston College. There's your top two right there as we finish up on the women's course. 2:03.90. Top time goes to Serena Dickey unofficially. Next up on the women's course, the women's 50-yard freestyle, your championship and national record set in 2024, 21:73, Anna Mosch, Greater Somerset County, 19 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Madam Referee. Heat number 1 of 19 in for the women, and we'll finish it up heat number 1. This one right there. The Knight going 21-27. This one, Hershire, 21-44. Finish it up, heat number 4 on the women's side. Miller goes 24-48. Over to the guys' side, top time John Humphreys, 21-36, Tri-County. And on the women's side, Spence, 24-56. So on the guys' side, what did it take to get you back last year? 20-44 to get into the A final, 20-81 into the B final, and 21-02 into the C final last year. 21-4-18, Lulu Bernard, the top time so far. And over on the women's side, 8th last year was 23-61. B finalists had to go 23-78 last year, and the C final had to go 24-03. And on the women's side, top time remains 24:18. Fox just off of that. And that was with Lulu Bernard from Lakeland Hill. On your guys' side, 21:36 time to beat. Preliminary results from the women's 200 IM. D finalist Berman, Abel, De Silva, Hinckley, Yusuf, Bergner, Hightower. Reminder, please refrain from using flash photography. No flash photography in the natatorium. 23:92 for Durant, your top time so far on the women's side. We'll bring the results as soon as the men's 500 starts from the two IMs. 23:84 for the women. That's your new lead time. On the men's side, first of our 3 circle seeded heat, center of the pool, your 3rd seed, Levi Pretty, 15th last year, 6th and 100 back. Next seed was Whitman. Amherst Mammoth commit. All the coaches who had swimmers in the women's heat number 4, 50 free, please report to the administration room. That's all the coaches who had swimmers in heat number 4 of the women's 50 free. Please report to the administration room. Heat 4, women's 50 free, to the admin room, coaches. Thank you. That's our final heat on the guys' side. Walters goes 20.40 by Wasco. We're going to be moving over to the 500s. We're going to need our lap counters. Lap counters for... Sorry, we do have a para swim. Number 19 of 19 on the women's side. Maggie Dickinson, our defending champions, also won the 200 back and 100 back this week. From Metropolitan Milwaukee in the center of the pool. Campbell Lang next to her, 18th last year. Out here in lane number 6, Osakis. About that, 23-28. Great swim right there for Claire. We'll have those results out here momentarily. Next up, we have the combined men's 200-yard freestyle for the para-athlete and the men's 500 freestyle. Your championship record, 4:18.01, set in 2011. Nicholas Caldwell from Sarasota. National record is held by David King from Piedmont, set in 2023, 4:17.02. 11 heats in total for the men's 500 free. This will be heat number 1. for the men's 500 free and heat number 101, men's 200 freestyle para. Mr. Referee. If you had an athlete in heat number 4 of the women's 50 freestyle, we need you to report to the administration room. Heat number 4, women's 50 free, to the administration room, please. Thank you. Next up on the women's course, women's 500-yard freestyle. Your championship and national records, 4:39.13, set in 2014. Courtney Harnish, York, Pennsylvania, 8 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. All right, preliminary results from the women's 200-yard individual medley. D finalist alternates, Mineley and Hummel. Eligible to swim in the D final for the women's 2 IM. Murphy, Heron, Corby, Bramwell, Skubiak, Kehoe, Koch, and Daniels. Your alternates for the women's 200 IM, Stewart and Skubiak. Eligible to swim in the C final, Hayes, Shearer, Hunt, Dorito, Jernigan, O'Donnell, Yip, and Saperchi. Eligible to swim in the B final, women's 200 IM, Grasheim, Stalford, McLaughlin, Walbert, Bonavia, Petrakis, Upton, and Carmella. Eligible to swim in tonight's championship final for the women's 200-yard individual medley, Kavanaugh, Gussin, Nauman, Burns, Surjak, Pilger, Price, and your top qualifier with a time of 2:02.42 seconds. From Lakeland Hills, Serena Dickey. Your time is 9:48. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Time trial table closes in 15 minutes. Bowen Toomey for an American record in the S2 classification. Right there in lane number 2 is Bowen Toomey from Boise. Need a coach from Champaign, Illinois to the admin table, please. Coach from Champaign, Illinois to the administration room, please. Preliminary results from the men's 200-yard individual medley. Eligible to swim in the D final, Berman, Abel, De Silva, Hinckley, Yusuf, Bergner, Hightower. Your alternates for the C final, Brooks and Ruffer. Eligible to swim in the C final, Lancaster, Davin, Vern, Ehrman, Ari, Zeal, Liska, Runke, Servino. Eligible to swim in the B final, Many, Wisnenko, Rice, Dwyer, Sorensen, Hoddle, Van Velzer, and Pretty. Eligible to swim in tonight's championship final, Brostowitz, McLaughlin, Reese, Gotti, Torres, Turnez, Hale, and your top qualifier with the time of 1:49.31 from Triangle area, Ryan Sutherland. Your time is 9:50 of 30 minutes to declare your intention to scratch. All right. So Odlin goes 4:47. 20 to lead the way on the men's side. Once again, flash photography is not permitted. Been reported we've got some flash photography going on in Section 6. So if you have your flash on and you are taking some photos, please turn your flash off. Section 6, it's been reported. No flash photography, Section 6, thank you. Or any of the sections, thank you. Great job, gentlemen. Got the bell lap on the women's side, Bo and Toomey on the men's side going for that American record. And the 200. Side. We got Schroeder at 5:04.02. Hayden Schroeder coming off the long course cut. Bowen's in an S2 classification. Boise, Idaho. You got it, Bowen. There we go, baby. Great swim. Nice job to our heat number 1 and our Paris swimmer. And into it right now, heat number 2 for the women and heat number 2 for the men. On the women's side, it's Shives in 1, Russell 2, Spence 3, Ross 4, Kennedy 5, Rhodes 6, Wright 7, and Ferrero in lane number 8. 5:04.02, time to beat Hannah Schroeder out of heat number 1. Over on the men's side, it's Kelly in 1, Foster 2, Hand 3, East 4, Newcomb 5, Half 6, Finch 7, and Noble in 8. What did it take to get back on the women's side last year? 5:00.99 into the championship final. Get back into the B final, grab a lane there was a 5:04.01. And into your C final, 5:06.22 on the women's side last year. On the men's side, we needed to go 4:34.72 for the A final. B finalists needed to go at least 4:36.59, and into the C final last year was a 4:39.34. Top time so far, Pearson Olin, 4:47.20. Got 11 heats on the guys' side, 8 heats on the women's side. Don't forget, championship bio forms are available. We've announced the women's 2IM. We can stop over, fill one out. On the women's side from Jersey Shore, that's Kaylee Kennedy. 3:32.19 at this point. And on the men's side, we've got a couple of athletes here out of 4 and 6 and 8. That's Ross and Rhodes and Ferrero. Spets. Sorry. Wrong scoreboard. It's Noble, Half, and East. Sorry, guys. Some racing going on here in heat number 2 on the guys' side and on the women's side. Look at that, we've got 3 athletes, very tight rear, Kennedy and Russell and Spets. Working their way through the back half of this 500 freestyle on both courses. Bell lap coming up. Tell right there, but it was Half, their leader, followed by Noble and East. Going to be right now 4:47. Women's side spreading out a little bit. It's still up there in lane number 3. We've got Spets, and down here and over there in lane number 8. Looks like Ferrero, and on the guys' side, Half. 46.34, great swim right there for Thompson Half from over Spartanburg. Heat 3 of 11 in for the guys. And it looks like Spets at 5:07.49. Jenna Spets from Pal Crosley. Nice swim. Out of heat 2. Shoemaker's on the board out of heat number 3. Got Shoemaker in 1, Sino 2. Afenadakis has had some very good swims in the 1,000 and the 4 IM. Got Ian Ryan from Ridley in lane number 4. Chilton 5, Walter 6. Stazzoliadis in 7 and Hammond in 8 for the guys. That's heat 3 of 11. Heat number 3 on the women's side. McNutt 1, Cozy 2, Burkhardt 3, Schroeder 4, Nakoja 5, Woodruff 6, Klosterman 7, and Quad in 8. Preliminary results of the men's 50-yard freestyle. Alternates for the D final, Woodard and Sletterland. Eligible to swim in the D final. Scheller, Ayers, Galloway, Wall, said Copin, Gillibrand, Harris, and Moore. Alternates for the C final, Smith and Wyan. Eligible to swim in the C final, Reed, Berger, Sims, Pretty, Hammond, Touchbury, Lee, and Rogers. Eligible to swim in the B final, men's 50-yard freestyle, Tith, Liska, Lind, Stahl, Wool, Eisenhofer, Martin, and Kelly. Eligible to swim in tonight's championship final, Medley, Pyle, Witham, Walters, Beeson, Wasco, Haas, and your top qualifier with a time of 20.22 seconds from Springfield, Illinois, Will Mahorny. Your time is 10:02. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. It's the men's 50-yard freestyle. Don't forget to stop by, pick up a championship bio form if you are in a championship A final tonight. Available at the help desk or the announcer's table. We need your championship bios turned in before you leave the natatorium this morning. Thank you. On the men's side, out of heat number 3, lane number 3, Damian Orphan. Nadakis from York and York County had a strong 1,000 swim, strong 4 IM swim earlier this week, trying to move up now. Ian Ryan, looking like Bobby Fink here. The race is underway. Just like his grandfather used to do, and it will be, wow, Sino, then Shoemaker, 4:43.41, a great swim, guys. That's your top time for Nabil Sino. Bell lap on the women's side. 5, that looks like Addison Alcoja. He goes 5:02.65. Nice swim right there for Addison. Big drop. Meriden, New Britain, Berlin, Connecticut. 4 of 11 on the guys' side in the water. Bacon 1, Gould 2, Burke 3, Clark 4, Standing 5, Cisnowski 6, Slatter 7, and Myers in 8. And over on the women's side, heat number 4 of 8. Ziegler 1, Eversluisen 2, Hillebrecht 3, Green 4, Spets 5, that's Marlena. Briones in 6, and 7, and Heaton in 8. 5:02.65 time to beat Addison Marcosia out of the previous heat. And on the guys' side, Bill Sino from Emmy Lyons went 4:43.41. It's pretty good closing speed there for Mabel. Sean Stenick from Fanwood Scotch Plain, who's well out in front here on the guys' side. After the current heat on the women's 500 freestyle, after the current heat, which is heat number 4 of 8, we will have a re-swim of heat number 4, women's 50 freestyle. Well, that's immediately following heat number 4 of the women's 500, which is currently in the water. We will re-swim the women's 50 free, heat 4. Psych sheets for time trials have been posted. Psych sheets for time trials have been posted. Coaches, please check your entries. Thank you. Bell lap on the guy's side. Here we go. Sean Stanek leading from the very start, having a good swim, trying to get under that 4:43 mark. Comes in at 4:45.01. Anybody have any closing speed to even get to his feet? Here we go, Sean Stanek. Over on the women's side, just a reminder, after this heat, heat number 4, the women's 50 free will be re-swum. Wow, good closing speed right there. The Slatter, but Stanek holds on at 4:42.85. That is your new lead time on the deck unofficial. And on the guy's side, this is heat number 5 in the water. Top time 4:42.85. Sean Stanek. Kozinski in 1, Holt is 2, Tungate 3. Rockwell 4, Barnacle 5, Grand 6, Actan 7, and Williams in 8. And tight there on the women's side. Mary Green and Marlena Spets. And it will be Marlena Spets from Pal Crosley. 5:04.32. Good swim. Once again, we will re-swim the women's 50 free heat number 4 coming up here momentarily. re-swim happening. Right side, 500 free in the water. Heat number 5 and 11. Your leader, Barnacle. 48.96 at the 200. They'll be halfway through. And they reach the start turn in. Barnacle and Agpan, not much separating those two. 3/100ths of a second. And on the women's side, re-swim, heat number 4 of 1953. Swim there on the 53, heat number 4 on the 53. After this, we'll resume with heat number 5 of the women's 500 freestyle. Nice swim, ladies. Be able to score that 53 and have those results out here momentarily on the women's side. Don't forget, championship bioforms are available. We've announced women's 2IM, men's 2IM, and a men's 53. We'll need your bioform this morning. Bell Lap is still not much separating Barnacle and Ekpen. 44/100ths of a second between these two athletes. Barnacle from Greater Somerset County, Ekpen from Boise, Idaho. And moving up also Grand, and it will be Barnacle, then Grand, then Williams. So Barnacle, 440.86, your new leader on the deck unofficially. Over on the women's side, one is Fishburne. Sorry. Yes, one is Fishburne. White Charles is in 2, Lots 3, Yonke 4, Devaney in 5, Curtin 6, O'Donnell 7, and Simpson in 8. And on the men's side, heat number 6. Got Young in 2, Stump in 3, Dini in 4, Padilla 5, Polomayitz in 6, Brown 7, and Hill in 8. Tyler Young had a great 4IM last night. beat final. And he's out first at the 100 at 51.99. That's your fastest split so far through the heats. Lots on the women's side from Metropolitan Milwaukee. Your leader, time to beat on the women's side, 5:02.65. And on the men's side, so far, 4:40.86. Matt Barnacle, Greater Somerset Countywide. Settling in here on the guys' side. Still Young, and then Brown and Hill. So Charlie Brown, what a great swim in the 4 IM the other night. Legendary Jim Ryan to the announcers table, please. Charlie Brown, 28 on that last play, 22:17.95. Going to show some back half speed here for Brown, also moving up Padilla. Brown, and now Hill right next to him on the guy's side. Over on the girls' side, your leader with 75 to go. And a Yankee from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, followed by Lutz from Greater Milwaukee. We are just about even here, but now it's Hill on the guy's side. Jude Hill, Charlie Brown, who's got the back half speed on the men's side. Yankee still your leader, also moving up, and it will be Yankee followed by Lutz. 5:00:15, that is your fastest time so far. Fastest 2 times so far, Yankee and Lutz. Back to Brown here on the guy's side, bell lap. Down to beat 4:40.86. We'll be under that. And it will be Brown. Nice swim, 26.70 coming back at the 4:38.18 for Charlie Brown, New York and York County. New leader on the deck. Nice swim, gentlemen. Heat 7 of 11 in the water for the men. Page in 1, Newberry 2, Michaels 3, Hall 4, Garcia 5, Bolt Downey 6, Finn 7, and Gacho 8. Over on the women's side, heat number 6 of 8 in the water. Lane 1, King, 19th last year in this event, 14th in the 4 IM. Lane number 2 is Sadri, 23rd last year, 9th in the 100 fly. Sluck is in lane number 3, 3rd in the 2-back, 9th in the 100-back this week. For Vets, 7th last year. She'll be a Duke at JMU in the fall. Also 8th in the 200 breast. Holt is in 5 in the women's side, 18th last year. Silva 6. Gianfardino in 7. And Grisanti, 20th last year, is in lane number 8. Both those athletes from the Water Rats, Westport Weston YMCA. Trying to beat on the women's side, 5:00:15. Put in by Eddie Youngke from Oshkosh. Charlie Brown has your top time on the guy's side. Swim as we move through heat number 7. That's Newberry, Augie Newberry from Powell Crosley, right now 145.86. And over on the women's side, Vicky Sluck from Lakeland Hills at 125.43. As I mentioned, Sluck was 3rd in the 200 back the other night, went in the 100 back, turned into the 500 today. Newberry having a pretty good swim here on the guys' side. And Vicky Sluck still your leader on the women's side. Moving up on the women's side, Savannah Orovets. She was 8th to the 200 breast, 7th last year. And your preliminary results for the women's 50-yard freestyle. D final alternates. Xenia and Mian, eligible to swim in the D final. Kay, Illigan, Nahas, Bernard, Glode, Wang, Keenan, and Abbott. Your C final alternates, Novinsky and Glode. Eligible to swim in the C final, Williamson, Dubuque, Lau, Durant, Ponterero, King, Taylor, Brinkman. Eligible to swim in the B final, Hardy, Wolf, Jowdy, Phillips, Kennedy, Schroeder, Lewis, and Cohan. Eligible to swim in the championship final, Washington, Peterson, Conjitera, Rusalkas, Vanderbo, Lang, and Gillibrand. And your top qualifier with a time of 23:34, Maggie Dickinson. Milwaukee, 10:24 is your time. 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Good swim there on the women's side. Bell Lapp on the guys' side. And over on the guy's side. Heat number 8 in the water. Rapid 1, Bickley 2, Wilson 3, Ayers 4. Cordonnier in 5, Suggs DeSorbo 6, Charcala 7, and Zimmerman in 8. Top time 4:35.26, Augie Newberry from Pal Crosley out of heat number 7. Working on a timing issue down there on the women's course. Waiting up staging heat number 7 of 8. It'll be our first of our 2 circle seated heats. All right, we're over halfway through on the men's side. Heat number 8. The leader down here in lane number 7. That's Charcala. Gavin Charcala from Upper Palmetto. 250 through 245, 57. Now moving up, Suggs DeSorbo, and on lane number 4, we've got Ayers. 1, 2, 3. Charcala leading the way. Bill Charcala. Suggs DeSorbo and Zimmerman now in the mix. Ayers also moving up. Jack Suggs DeSorbo from Piedmont. And Charcala and Zimmerman. See what these guys will do here on the finish. Can get under 435. Doesn't look like it. But we will be finishing it up with Suggs DeSorbo at 438. And Ayers comes back, followed by Zimmerman. A great swim. On the guy's side, heat number 9 of 11 in the water. Time to beat 4:35.26. Augie Newberry from Crosley out of heat number 7. Kelty in 1, Ward 2. Smith, 5th in the 4 IM is in 3. Conlon, 24th last year, 6th in the 2 frees in 4. Carter Smith, he's in lane number 5, 26th last year, 8th in the 4 IM this week. Ben Charlton in 6, 22nd in the 2 free this week. White 7 and Ross in lane number 8. Looks like we're getting ready over there. We've cleared the board. Thank you for your patience. And on the women's side, first of our two circle-seated heats is in the water. Harlingen won, 5th last year. Northeastern Husky commit, also 5th in the 1,000 this week. Sadal, Cincy Bearcat commit, 6th last year, 12th. I'm sorry. She was D finalist in this event, 10th in the 4IM, D final in 24. Michaela Ellis, Boston University Terrier commit. 6th last year, 12th in the 1,000. She's in 3. Ayers, our second seed, is our defending champion. She's in 4, 2nd in the 1,000, and she won the 4IM this week. Lyle is in 5, 4th in the 1,000, 12th in the 200. Kane, 9th last year, 13th in the 1,000, is in lane 6. Lane 7, McGann, 11th last year, Towson Tiger commit. And in lane number 8, UPenn 2027 commit, 3rd in the 200 free last night, Bryn Lewis. That's your 500 field heat, number 7, first of our circle-seated heats. Women's 500 freestyle. On the men's side, just over halfway through. Conlon out 2:14.16. L.J. Conlon. L.J. Conlon, Loyola, Maryland Greyhound commit. Conlon 4:05.09 right now. 4:35, time to beat. Maybe Zippy coming back. Over on the women's side, out of lane number 4, Megan Ayers, our defending champion, leading the way. So Conlon, 4:32.65. L.J. Conlon takes over the top time right now. Don't forget to fill out those championship bio forms this morning. We need them so we can properly introduce you this evening. Championship bio forms are available at the help desk or the announcer's table. Stop by, pick one up, fill them out before you leave the natatorium this morning. Bell wrap over there for Megan Ayers from Piedmont. 2nd in the 1,000, 1st in the 4IM this week, and an defending champion in this event. And your center of the pool here. It's like Kyle Burke. He won the 1,000 the other night. We'll intro those gentlemen as soon as we get through the women's heat. And it will be Ayers. She'll have our new top time at 4:55.26 for Megan Ayers. Here we go, heat number 10 of 11 in the water for the men. Lane number 1 is Gallagher. He won the D final last year in this event. Ackerman is in 2. Into the 200 free, 13th in the 1,000 this week. McClure in 3, 9th last year, 15th to the 200. As I mentioned, Kyle Burke, he's in lane number 4, our second seeded swimmer in this event. Won the 1,000 the other night. He D-finaled in this in 24 and 12 last year. Johnny Alecci, he's in lane number 5. He's 4th last year, 7th in the 1,000, 9th in the 4 AM this week. 6 is Juan. 21st last year, 7th to the 4 IM. Kazmark in 7, 19th last year, 10th in the 200 free this week. And Gonzalez is swimming out of lane number 8. And over on the women's side, final heat is in the water. Second of our 2 circle heats, heat number 8 of 8. Mages in 1, she'll be a Bryant Bulldog in the fall, 10th in the 1,000, 6th in the 200 free, 12th last year in this event. Simpson's in 2, 3rd in the 1,000, 4th in the 4 IM this week. McNamara, Richmond Spider commit, 7th in the 1,000, 14th last year, 14th in the 2 free this week. Annie Dickinson, an Indiana Hoosier commit, 1st in the 1,000 and the 200 free so far this week, 3rd last year. Deechweiler, 2nd last year, 17th and 24th, 7th in the 2 free. She's in 5. Sealy, 16th in the 1,000s in 6. Kirk, 22nd last year, 14th in the 1,000s in 7. And Charette, 13th last year, D-finaled in 24 and 6th in the 1,000 this week. And Kyle Burke, 3:36.06. And Dickinson, your leader on the women's side, followed by Deechweiler. And then Kirk, Burke will take the bell, followed by Ackerman, and then Juan. Here we go. Time to beat so far. LJ Conlon out of the previous heat was 4:32.76. And Kyle Burke, Kennett Jennersville, YMCA. Beautiful Chester County, Pennsylvania. And a nice morning swim for Kyle Burke on the men's side. With 29.93 has your new top time unofficially. Final heat, heat number 11 of 11, second of our 2 circle seated heats for the men's 500 in the water. Mariano in 1, 17th in the 1,000. 2 is Keenan, 15th last year. Rutherford swims out of 3. D-finaled last year in this event, 8th in the 1,000 this week. Will Charlton, United States Naval Academy commit, 5th last year. D-finaled in 23, 2nd to 1,000 this week. King is in 5, 6 last year, 16th and 24, 19th and 23, 4th and 1,000 this week. In lane number 6, McGraw. 8th last year, 3rd in the 1,000. Tasker is in 7th. 7th last year, 3rd in the 200. 3rd in the 200 back. And in lane number 8, Tungate, 14th last year. The final in 24. On the women's side, great swim right there. Finish it up here, Amy Dickinson, already a 2-time winner. She'll hold down lane number 4 unofficially tonight. And a 4:51. Amy Dickinson from Greater Milwaukee. Great swim. All right. There will be a 15-minute break on the women's course. Time is now 10:42 a.m. here in Greensboro time. We'll restart at 10:57 with the 400 medley relays. Great swimming there on our individual events. This is our final heat in the men's 500. We've got it going right here in the center of the pool between Charlton and King. These guys were 5th and 6th last year. Charlton was 5th, King was 6th, and they're going at it. Just after Charlton, just on Charlton's right-hand side from my view. Training partner and teammate from Piedmont, Eli Rutherford. Finished 8th in the 1,000 this week. And you got the Piedmont Brigade right here, center of the pool. And then this 500. Trying to beat 4:29.93. That's Kyle Burke from Kennett Jennersville out of the previous heat. That's your fastest time so far. And a couple of Chambersburg Chargers racing each other down here in 6 and 7. And McGraw, Amir Tasker. Trying to chase down the Piedmont. Bell lap, here we go, Charlton and King. Immediately following this heat, we will have a men's 50-yard freestyle swim-off on the guys' course for first alternate. Logan Ames and Levi Smith, you're up next after this heat. Pretty good swim. Nice finish there for Will Charlton. He's at 4:30.44. He'll probably be holding down lane number 5 next to Kyle Burke. And on the other side of Burke will be another Piedmont swimmer. And Braden King. Great job, gentlemen. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for those 500 freestylers. Thank you. Putting in the time and the work back home, and it'll pay off today here in Greensboro. As I mentioned, we're going to have 50-yard freestyle swim-off for the first alternate position of the C final. Will be taking place here momentarily. Logan Ames will be swimming at 4 from Fulton, New York, and Levi Smith from Spartanburg will be in lane number 5. Relays will start at 11:01 on the men's course. 11:01 for the men's course for the 400 medley relay. 15-minute break immediately following this. And the 15-minute break takes place from the end of the 500 freestyle. So 11:01. 10:57 on the women's course for the 400 medley relays. And that'll be your time to start. Men's 50-yard freestyle swim off. Here we go, Mr. Referee. All right, let's try to get these guys under 21. Give them a shout, give some noise. 50-yard freestyle swim off. Big turn right there for Smith. Logan Ains. Look at that, here we go. 21-14 earlier, and they're under 21 a little bit later. Congratulations, guys, good job. That'll put Ames in the first alternate position, Smith in the second. Again, break time here. We will resume at 11:01 on the men's course with the 400 medley relays, and at 10:57 on the women's side with the 400 relays. Hope you have.
What moves you moves into?
Next up, men's 400-yard medley relay. Your championship record 3:12:42. Set last year, Charlton, Hathaway, Heilman, and Brown, Piedmont. They also hold the national record, 3:08:95, set in 2023 with King, Moore, Heilman, and Brown from Piedmont. 8 heats in total. So we heat number 1, Mr. Referee. Over on the women's side, they're in lane number 3, Auglaze Mercer. Your leader trying to chase him down, Springfield, Illinois, and Sampson in there. There's Lily Melgarn, and moving up is Springfield with Gibbs. And Zurich in there for Sampson. Over on the guy's side, your breaststrokers entering. That's Klein in 3, Herpel in 4, Giuliano in 5. And we'll finish up on the women's side. Springfield, Illinois. There you go, 3:59.75, setting the pace. Springfield, Illinois, good swim there. Garland Sutter, Shabak, Sellens, and Gibbs. Guy's side, Birdsdahl, Hungartner, and Shell were in there on the fly. Now it's Buck, Gale, and Damounty. Things evening up. Sussex now moving up. Over on the women's side, heat number 2 of 7 in the water. Donovan in 1, Miller 2, Bramwell 3, Kilpatrick 4, LaForest 5. Gonzaglia in 6, McGrath 7, and Velo in 8. But this Sussex coming all the way back on the back half, and they'll set the pace. side, it's Kaysen 1, Warren 2, Ratke 3, Jar 4, Benoit 5, Stefan 6, Madden 7, and Anderson in 8. And over on the guy's side, heat number 2 of 8 in the water with O'Connell in 1. Fletcher in 2, White 3, Tomlinson 4, McLaughlin 5, Feed 6, Said Copen in 7. Reread of the men's 50-yard freestyle after that swim-off. Your alternates for the C final. Smith, your second alternate. Ames, your first alternate. Flyers in for the women. Hazen 1, Johnson 2, Arnold 3, Kendall 4, Brinson 5, Downey 6, Bowles 7, and Grove in 8. Over on the men's side, breaststrokers are Zhang in 1, Lavarini in 2. Wilson in 3, Mahoney 4, Lipinski 5, Parker 6, and Johnson in 7. Time to beat 3:59.75 on the women's side, 3:36.01 on the men's side. That was Sussex. On the women's side, Springfield, Illinois. Anchors in on the women's side. Zenga in 1, 402, Hayden 3, Sherrill 4, Ellis 5, Schaaf 6, Semsel 7, and Reed in 8. Flyers in on the men's side, Galperin in 1, Bianchin in 2, Ferguson 3, Bliss 4, Hamrick 5, Haynes 6, Ben Harbronovich in 7. And on the women's side, Chippewa Valley. They're at 3:59.28. Now your leader on the deck. YMCA Chippewa Valley. Your new leader on the deck, unofficial. Here we go, heat number 3 for the women, heat number 3 for the guys. On the women's side, it's Hammer 1, Landers 2, Scriven 3, Patterson 4, Pilger in 5, Jenny in 6, Leishman 7, and Maines in lane number 8. On the back, over on the breaststroke now, Polo Luca in 1, and Zendia 2, Lee 3, Phelps 4, Hoff 5, Sutter 6, Brancato 7, and Farrell in 8. On the guys' side, on the back, Nicolay in 1, Griffin 2, Quayle 3, Morris 4, Touchbury 5, Myers 6, Young 7, and Kolomitis in lane number 8. Time to beat on the guys' side, 3:34.71. On the women's side, 3:59.28. Chippewa Valley out of the previous heat. And on the guys' side, it was Nashua. Don't forget championship bioforms. Please stop by. Top 8 swimmers. Pick up a bioform, drop them off here at the announcer's table. Thank you. On the women's side, Stevens Point, your leader. Flyers are in. Rodriguez 1, Kovalowski 2, Gifford 3, Rubush 4, Lemke 5, Gravius 6, Horgan 7, and Carlson 8. On the men's side, lane number 5, that's Somerville Family Y. Your Flyers in, Galloway 1, Lyman 2, Gigon 3, Shanahan 4, DeCastro 5, Minnie 6, McLean 7, and Lanier in lane number 8. Times to beat, 3:34.71 on the guys' side, 3:59.28 on the women's side. Freestylers in on the women's side. Carlton in 1, Jernigan 2, Dirt 3, Simpson 4, Kean 5, Fred Gula in 6, Wolf 7, and Crumbach in 8. Over on the guys' side, Tate 1, Kelly 2, Peterson 3, Muller 4, Young 5, Sino 6, Newcomb 7, and Herzog in lane number 8. Finish it up on the women's side. Stevens Point, they go 3:56.77, your new lead time. Great swim for Stevens Point. And on the guy's side, that is Lowe's, North Carolina, 3:34. Good job, gentlemen. Well, right now, Lowe's leads the way. Top time unofficially on the men's side, 3:34.25, and on the women's side, Stevens Point at 3:56.77. On the women's side, heat number 4 of 7 in water. Going 2 is Nicolette, 3 is Archibald, 4 Evans, 5 Wilson, Youngins in 6, Hoppin 7, and Zarecki in 8. And on the guys' side, heat number 4 of 8 with Mihawk in 1, Liska 2, Kodlak 3, Shrumans 4, Quinn 5, Bazuba 6, Kukavecki 7, and McGillis in 8. And your breaststrokers in on the women's side. Brainerd in 2, Kisleen 3, McGaughan 4, Gilbert 5, Indribo 6, Hayes 7, and Frost in lane number 8. Breaststrokers in on the guys' side. Pickens 1, Stahl 2, Boudreaux in 3, McAlpine in 4, Fisher 5, Ryan 6, Minor 7, and Borzinski in lane number 8. You can get below the 356.77 on the women's side and the 334.25 on the men's side. Greg National on the women's side, your leaders. Layton in 2, Stoltfuss in 3, Jowdy in 4, Dupre in 5, Bono 6, Richardson 7, and Gillies in 8. And on the guys' side, into Fly. Vandervoort in 1, Gillibrand in 2. Wong 3, Cooper 4, Krasnov 5, Piscotti 6, Cooper 7, and Foster in lane number 8. The big lead here out of lane number 6 on the guys' side. And so you have the Virginia Blue Ridge. Coach Ned's got to be excited about this swim. Here we go. Blue Ridge well out in front. Once again, time to beat on the guys' side. You got 334.25. Freestylers in for the women. They'll be finishing up. 1 or 2, Parry 3, Damani in 4, Jeffers 5, Wright 6, 7 is Young, and 8 is Hale. Nashua, your leader. And on the guys' side, yeah. Tanzio in 1, Roberts 2, Salka 3, Witham 4, Brown 5. Your leader Thompson in 6, Astro in 7, and Bright in 8. Well below that 334 mark. They'll be setting the pace on the guys' side. Over on the women's side, Wes Morris, they go 355. Wes Morris, 355.75, and on the guys' side, we've got the Blue Ridge at 328.34. Again, that's your top time unofficially, 355.75 on the women's side, 328.34 on the men's side. Through 40s. side. First of our three circle seated heats, Conjitarian 1, Obinsky 2, Woodruff 3, O'Donnell 4, Petrakis 5. Rawson 7, Patterson at 8. Over on the guys' side, heat number 5 of 8. Dane 1, Engelhardt 2, Greenwald 3, Brooks 4, Hollenbach 5, Rife 6, Fletcher Ford 7, and Mitchum in lane number 8. Wilton with Conjitera, early leader out of lane number 1, up on the women's side. And on the guys' side, up first was Greensboro with Mitchum. Bridgman 1 on the men's side, Westpastad in 2, Conlon 3, Yusuf in 4, Hokie 5, Vesputis in 6, Denning 7, and Gaines in 8. Your breaststroker's on the guys' side. Wilton still your leader on the women's side. Cruiser in for Wilton, Dittmar 2, Webb 3, Dossie 4, Schaefer 5, Gill 7, and Pace in 8. Over on the guys' side now, your Flyers are in. Harrison 1, Westervelt 2, Vargas 3, Runke 4, Kudafaris in 5, Edwards 6, Hutsis in 7, and Austria in lane number 8. Still Wilton looks to be your leader up there in lane number 1 on the women's side. And down here on the men's side, Lakeland Hills with Anderson Runke. Wilton still your leader on the guys' side. We've got Lucier in 1, Stellars 2, Shopbell 3, Aviles 4, Warby 5, Upton 7, and Gazik in lane number 8. So Wilton hanging on in there. Now they're running second. Yoda just moved ahead of them by half a second. Guys in here on the number 5. Not too much room to spare there. We are tied at 3:05.84 on the men's side. Rankin in 1, McGurn 2, McDougall 3, Tecchio 4, Hines 5, Pistacchi 6, Page 7, and Escalon in 8. The center of the pool here, Lakeland Hills finishing it off with Tecchio. This one right there. 3:30. 16. And on the women's side, Brooks in 1, Lewis 2, Holt 3, O'Donnell 4, Durant 5, Henderson 7, and Loftus in 8. Over on the guys' side, heat number 6 of 8 in the water. Heat number 6 of 7 on the women's side. First of our 2 circle seated heats. Backstrokers in on the guys' side. Johnson in 1, Walker 2, Reed 3, Ackerman 4, Hopkins 5, Durst 6, Schuler 7, and McKittrick in 8. Now your breaststrokers in with her in 1, Irvin 2, Wang 3, Wolf 4, Zankis in 5, Bow 6, Boatmountain 7, and Morse in 8. On the women's side, your backstrokers. Schroeder 1, Main in 3, Sluck 4, Oguano in 5, Stewart 6, Leon 7, and Chesley in lane number 8. And here come your breaststrokers. On the women's side, Haltis in 1, Hadley 2, Davies 3, Price 4, Hunt 6, Price is in 5, Davies in 4, Dickman sub, and Charette in 8. And on the guy's side, it is the Jersey Shore Y leading the way right now. Flyers in, Mahorny in 1, Pham 2, Lee 3, Kantorovich in 4, Juan 5, Parsons 6, Young 7, and Kaganowski in lane number 8. And on the women's side, your Flyers will line up as Hardy in 1, Corby 3, Keogh 4, Freeman 5, Brinkman 6, Beatty 7, and Cosman 8. Time to beat on the women's side, 3:53.38. That was Yoda out of the previous heat. On the guy's side, you need to go 3:28.34. Virginia Blue Ridge is your top time so far. And your anchors are in. Kuhn in 1 on the men's side. Roscoe 2, Wilson 3, Croker in 4. Ruzenko in 5, Davis 6, Garcia 7, and Warren in 8. Good swim there out of lane number 5 on the guys' side. Jersey Shore, they got 3:24.87, your new lead time on the deck. Time to beat on the guy's side, 3:24.87. Final heat on the women's side in the water. First of our two circle seated heats for the men is in the water. Breaststrokers on the men's side, White, Diva in 2, White's in 1, Servino 3, Eisenhofer 4, Tit 5, Reese 6, Jacobson 7, and Hotto in 8. Over on the women's side, you've got your backstrokers in, Murphy in 1, Dorito 2, Fox 3, Dickinson 4, Meyer 5, Superchi in 6, Kavanaugh 7, and Briones in lane number 8. You got to beat a 3:45.59. Lakeland Hills out of the previous heat. Pretty good swim right there for Reading and Berks County. You're leading the way after Eisenhofer. They went Eisenhofer. Small law firm right there. Downtown Reading. Breaststrokers in for the women. Dispo in 1, Hill 2, Simpson 3, Kamasa 4, Surjak 5, Herndon 6, Trevor Solution 7, and Sadal in 8. Over on the men's side, our Flyers in Pong in 1, McNary 2, Thompson 3, Martin 4, Beck 5, Torres 6, Stingray Sanchez Gomez in 7, and Wall in 8. Trying to beat on the guys' side, 3:24. 87, are we going to get there? Anchors away on the men's side. Kazmark 1, Clipper 2, Wasco 3, Rogers 4, Haas 5, Weaver 6, Ayers 7, and Woodruff in lane number 8. On the breaststroke, finishing up on the women side. Your freestylers going in, Piedmont leading the way there. Or your Flyers going in. It's Buchanan 1, Stauffer 2, Rosakis 3, King 4, Strassheim 5, McKyer 6, Yip 7, and Madison 8. Here we go on the men's side. Pretty good swim right here. Reading and Berks, 23:83, finishing off at a 3:18. Nice swim, gentlemen. That'll be your top time so far on the men's side, 3:18.00. Reading and Berks. Still Milwaukee on the women's side, then upper main line. Very close on the women's side. Very close, not much separating those three teams. Piedmont, Milwaukee, and upper main line. It's Milwaukee first at 3:19.50. On the women's side is a 3:46.32 in our final heat right there. Looks like our top time unofficially, Lakeland Hills at 3:45.59. We'll have those results out here momentarily. Great swim, ladies. Final heat for the guys in the water. 3:18.00 is your time to beat. Alejandro in 1, Gajowski in 2, Turnus 3, Walters in 4, Franz 5, Charlton 6, Wyan 7, and Michaels in lane number 8. Once again, the guys, Eisenhofer, Martin, and Rogers, 3:18.00 for Reading and Berks. They are your leaders on the deck. Looks like Milwaukee out first. And your breaststrokers in. Hale 1, Sutherland 2, Harmon 3, Nemish 4, Grosjean in 5. Was Bellway in 6, Impin 7, and Lagrimas in lane number 8. Spartanburg and Milwaukee battling it out. Pretty good back half of that breaststroke leg there for Spartanburg. Upper Palmetto in 3rd. We've got a Dew in 1, Jones 2, Beeson in 3, Brostowitz 4, Medlin 5, Culotti 6, Zeal 7, and Calderon in lane number 8. Testing out right now, Jimmy Beeson, the BYU Cougar commit. .318.00, your time to beat. You want to get that lane 4 right now. Holding down 4 is Reading in Berks County. Anchors away, here we go. Keenan 1, Vizia 2, Smith 3, Hill 4, Pyle 5, Sims 6, Bancroft 7, and Veselov in lane number 8. Levi Smith from Greater Spartanburg. Got to go 25 to get underneath that. 318 from Reading and Berks, already a relay winner this week. Look at this time. They will be there. They're under Spartanburg. They go 3:17.19. Look like they'll be holding down lane 4 unofficially, followed by the Heat from Champaign, Illinois, and then Greater Metropolitan Milwaukee. Great swim, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for all of these athletes working hard for us here in our natatorium. Great job. Begin our time trials. We'll begin our warm-up for time trials here momentarily once we get the competition.